Chapter 7, The Lycanthrope's Castle. My name is Azzavhar or Azza. Now let's get into the video. Okay, so we've got quite a bit to get through on this stage. 3 crystal skulls to pick up. First of all, head on up here, ninja flip up. And then we've got a crystal skull that's tucked away just down here. So make sure to jump on over there. Jump on down here, and then the crystal skull will be right here. So pick that up. And then follow this roof around. We've got a chest that is just tucked away there. So grab that bad boy, and then we're going to head on up here, jump on over, get the flail ready because we've got our best friends, the ghost fish. I'm just going to spam those. Oh, there's one more. Might have been a little bit overkill for that fish, but there we go. So upgrade whatever weapon you want to. We're going to go for that one for now. Everything else that I normally use is already at level 2, so just whack it on the double swords for now, even though I don't really tend to use them too much. And then we're going to whip out the dragon sword. Use it for a little bit of extra airtime to get over to that platform there. Potentially back to flyer. I'm just about to shoot a arrow to lure them over, but decided to grab me while I whipped out the bow and arrow. And then back to the dragon sword. Jump and light attack. Jump, light attack. Got our best friends the fish once again, so let's whip out the old flail. Give them the old 1-2. And then from here, we want to be heading this way. Whip out the old dragon sword again. Jump, light attack. Jump, light attack. Jump, light attack. I think there might be something down here. Just double check. Best friends, the ghost fish. Some cash money in the chest. I think there's a bit where the land falls through here. There is, so just watch out for that. Whip out, just make sure we got Inferno. Should technically get all of them. Yep. Good to go. Chest over there. Back to the dragon sword. Jump, light attack. Jump, light attack. Back to the flail. Gonna pull those over. There we go, that's that. Clear for now. Back to the sword. Grab that. And back across. Okie dokie. We should be smooth sailing from there. So grab the save point. Just going to check the void ninpo. I think we can upgrade it. Well, we can upgrade it once. So I'm going to give that a quick upgrade with the piercing void there. We're currently level 2. That will do for now. Just going to try it on these. We've just got one of these stragglers for now, and then there's a bunch more that do pop up. I'm going to go with the lunar staff, I think, for these. Okay. There's a body here as well, so make sure to grab this body. Jewel of the Demon Seal. Perfect timing. So let's use that straight away. whack it onto the piercing void, and now we've got piercing void at level 3, which we will be using that a lot. So especially now it's level 3, it will pretty much obliterate most things, which is always good. Head on in here. Just going to do a bunch of ultimate techniques for these bad boys. The 360 version. Spin that thumbstick round 360, then hold down. Heavy attack to get the 360 version. Jump away, get some space. The old spin to win. Okie dokie. That will trigger the boss fight. I think for this one, we basically just go for the... try to stay around the leg. Try and block and dodge if you can see an attack coming in, so maybe just get a few attacks in. In fact, I'm going to try the Dragon Sword. Try and not get too greedy with my attacks. So, usually get in a few attacks and then expect him to do one of his attacks. Getting a bit of extra damage once he falls, so don't worry too much about doing damage to his actual health bar whilst he's stood up like that. Just keep on attacking until it knocks him over. Try and look out for an attack, hold down block and dodge when it looks like he's coming in for an attack. I'm going to try and do a... I'm going to test out doing a piercing void directly into his chest once he's fallen over. Yeah, that's quite a lot of damage. So try and hit that in his chest if you can. Once he's sat down. To do some extra damage. You can also blast a piercing void into his chest as well to do some big damage. Other than that, we should be good to go. Let's move on forward. And like I say, if you get the piercing void up to level 3 and you blast that into his chest, it will do a lot of damage. So feel free to use a lot of those if it helps you with that fight. And don't forget, you'll also have mushrooms as well, so you can blast loads of times and then pop your mushrooms and then blast some more. So we've got a weapon here. Pick that bad boy up. I think this might be a health or a ninpo restore. Ninpo restore, so like I say, feel free to literally use all your ninpo on that fight. And then you'll just get your ninpo back anyway, so... Okay, so that is that. Let's move on forward. And if memory serves, we'll be using the piercing void again in just a second. Sort of direct it like that. The enemies will try and they kind of try to move out of the way. They kind of go a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, as you're aiming the void ball. But if the area is quite tight like this, like a tight hallway or corridor of some kind, just like that, then they can't really move out of the way. Just obviously the walls are in the way, so you can just blast them all in one shot. That applies to pretty much any enemy in any scenario like that. So a really nice and easy way to take out loads of enemies at the same time is get them into a tight space, such as this, and then blast them with the void. Okay, so we're coming up to another crystal skull quite soon. This bit, just jump forward and then ninja flip up, just keep tap and jump. There we go. So we're up the top and then slice this. Oh, there's a cutscene. We're just going to skip past that. Slice this rope here. And you'll get a crystal skull here as well. So make sure to get this crystal skull. Okay, so once we've got that, we can move on. Also, I really love this music. It's some of my favorite music in the entire game. Got a save point there. Just going to head up here. I think we've got some extra items that we can pick up. Yeah, we've got a, I believe that's blue. We've got an upgrade shop. Still can only do level 2. I'll just go for that for now. I personally don't really tend to use that too much, but if that's your jam, then go for it. Stock up on your items as well from the shop, although I think there's an item in here, just extra cash. Yeah, stock up on any items from the shop and stuff. Just gonna double check that because it seems to be, not sure if we stocked up on all items. We did, so that's all fine. Okay, so other than that, let's move on forward. These enemies are a massive pain in the butt. Azuna Ninja Drop is quite good for these bad boys. So if you can get one of those going, feel free to do that. It usually finishes them off quite fast. There's quite a few of them there. We could use... There's more than 3, so I'm going to go for Void. Like, basically I got them stuck in the door there, and then tried to get them like whilst they were stuck in that doorway. So the more that you can get with one Void Orb, obviously the better. So other than that, we're going to go this way. Up to the top of the castle. Just going to see if we can get some more of these enemies to sort of get together. So depending on how many there are, I will either use the Void Orb or the Inferno. We'll go for Void. I think he got 2. Okay, there we go. So head on up. Take out these ranged enemies up there because they are annoying. There we go. So just a reminder for that combo, that is X, Y, X, 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 Y. For the Azuna Ninja Drop. X, Y, X, 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 Y. That's with the dragon sword. Okay, we've got more ranged. Take those bad boys out. Enjoy the view. Head on up. Just going to check over here. I'm not sure if they put a chest like tucked away down the side of this building. They did. Ninpo restore. So feel free to go mad with your Ninpo before then. Get some text here if you press on that about the door being firmly shut. so we're going to head on up the ladders. There's a bunch of enemies that might jump down here. These can be quite annoying, so if you do get surrounded by these particular enemies, they'll make your life difficult by trying to surround you, and essentially surround and overwhelm is the tactic of these. Well, the tactic that they try to do to you, if that makes sense. Okay, so we can crack on. Try and get the Azuna ninja drop there. It does work an absolute charm on these if you can get it to pop off. Works an absolute charm. Even if you don't get the first light attack, if that misses, as long as you get the one that flips them up into the air, then you should be good. Okay, so we're going to push forward. Jump onto this. We're going to do some kind of action hero entrance there. Hayabusa style. So either Void Orb or Inferno would work quite well in this area. I've gone into the corner to try and get as many as I can together, but because this room is large and wide, the Void Orb is probably not the best ninpo to use in this room, so I'll switch to the Inferno on that basis. Just going to keep smashing the old ultimate technique chain there. Okay, so that clears that. Not sure if there's any items or chests knocking around. I think we're good. So we can head on outside. Got a body here, check that. Just text. Head on down here. Enemy waiting for us in the kitchen, having a snack. So take him out. There's one in here as well, yeah. So in here, I believe we can smash the barrels. Just appeared out of nowhere, I think, there. Maybe he was hiding inside one of these barrels. So yeah, when you come into this room here, make sure to smash these barrels, and there's some over here as well. And there's a chest behind there. Life of the Gods in there, so make sure to grab that. Very important. Got a save point here, let's grab that. Gonna whip out the Lunar Staff, I think, here. Do some 360. Just do a normal one. There's only one, so it's fine. Okay, intended route is down there. However, I think there is a chest, at least one chest. Somewhere in here. Definitely not over there. Try this one. I'm not sure if we get any text if we press here. We don't. Chest is over there. Cash. Okay, so let's jump through here. Quite a few enemies in here, in this room, I think. Gonna try the Void Orb. See if we can get them, like, down the side of this table. Not the best, not the worst, but it'll do. Use their essence to get the ultimate technique going. I think that is clear. Yeah, so we can push forward. Go for the Azuna Ninja drop here, because it's a lot safer to get yourself up in the air and out of the way, basically. With these. You could also use the mushroom and then start popping off the ninpos and stuff. Yeah, that takes care of those. You can break these, but I don't think there's anything in them. And a bit more of the same with these. Like I say, you can use ninpo, or you can use the Azuna Ninja drop, whichever works for you, really. Show you the ninpo. Let's go for that, and then we'll go for the Inferno. Back to the Azuna Ninja drop. It's quite a safe and secure way to take those out. Okay. And once that is clear, then we can grab this chest here, get the new weapon, Tonfa. Head on back to this room. I think we head up at this point. Going to whip out the lunar staff because I think we get some more the wolves. Okay, that takes care of those. So we've got the chest on that side over there, which means we head this way. I think there's a wolf stuck behind the door by looks of that. There is. Okay, so that is that. We can move on up. Back to save point. We have a crystal skull in this room as well. I'm going to use a ninpo. Try to avoid. I can pull them into this corridor. Maybe. Perfect. That's a good example of it working well. Got some text there. And then in this room, you can actually hit these books. And the crystal skull, I believe, is this one here. Just towards this corner, just next to these sort of like two smaller looking sections there. It's just here, so make sure to get the crystal skull. Like I say, you have to hit the books first for it to appear, otherwise you won't be able to see it. Other than that, we can flip up here. Work our way up. I'm going to try and get some ultimate techniques for this room, even though this guy is going to make it difficult for us. And they're not liking that today, so we'll go for the ninpo instead. That'll do. Okay, so once that's done, the doors will open. Go for the Azuna and drop. Just give them one of those, that should sort them out. Okay. And then some more ninja flips. We are kind of towards the top-ish at this point. Save point there. Don't think there might be an item down on the ground. I'm not 100% sure. There's not. We'll hop back up and then just jump over here. Going to use the ultimate technique. Try and get level 2 if we can do. I didn't realise there was one just outside of camera. Missing an arm, so we can use obliteration for him. Same for him. And same for him. So what we'll do first is just head around here. I think we have to jump down and then use the ladders to get up. And I believe there's a shop up here. There is, and some chests. However, I think one of these is a trick chest. Whips out the old fish like that. But you can actually use that. It's actually beneficial to open that and kill them because it gives you health and ninpo restore and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of brings that all back up. So other than that, just make sure to top up on all the stuff that you might need. Try and get max of everything if you can do. So we've got some big fights coming on up. What I'll probably do is just use one of those herbs to heal us up slightly because we're missing a little bit of health there. And we'll buy another herb just to squeeze out that extra bit of health. And we can head on over to the doors. I'm going to choose to use the lunar staff, I think, here. We'll try for the 360. Spin to him. Also using the essence of the ones we just killed. To speed up the ultimate charge there. Gonna take him out. This one's missing an arm. Take him out. I think we are good. Don't think there's any items in this room if memory serves. There might be a chest knocking about somewhere, but I think we're good to go. We just drop down the trapdoor next. Down here. And a couple of items in this section. We've got some there. Health restore. Save point over there. And then we kind of head back down the castle now a little bit. I'm going to go for the void orb if I can find it. There it is. Okay, so we head back down and across this bridge here. This is the final boss of this stage. Okay, jump on him. I think for this one, usually the talons are quite good. They're quite fast. So similar kind of boss strats as before. Try and get behind, try and dodge, block, and especially dodge that grab. Try and get behind him if you can do. Watch out for his wombo combos like that. Got quite a few attacks in his combo. And because he kind of gets like a bit of a knockback when he takes a hit, because these weapons are so fast, a lot of the time it can sort of like keep him in that sort of like knockback animation, if that makes sense. Feel free to use your heals. You can also pop some ninpo as well. I'm going to try out the... Let's try the void actually. Really, really powerful. Feel free to pop those. You can even use more mushrooms and keep popping them. Keep on dodging, try and get behind him. After his combo finishes up, try and get yours in. And there we go, that's that section. And we also get this new weapon at this point. The Eclipse Scythe. So if I can get some space, I'm going to try and get a little bit of space away from them. Go for the level 2. It's got a massive shockwave. It also auto-targets the enemy. So you can just hold down for level 2. Or if the enemy is too close and you feel like they're going to attack you, then go for a level 1. Just let a level 1 go. But level 2 has the massive shockwave afterwards, and level 1 doesn't have the giant shockwave. And that is the end of the chapter. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.